I feel like I'm running a Tinder service. Good Monday morning. Today I get to reunite my rams and my ewes. So we're gonna start the next breeding group. This is my natural breeding, so no cedars, no PMSG, no nothing. They will be in with the ewes for a month to do their business, to have their fun, to earn their keep, so to speak. So we are gonna get set up right now. I have my Gallagher. My dog is already in there doing her thing, God knows what. She will help me kind of herd them in, and then after that I usually evict her because she's not super trained around my handling system, so she causes more stress than help. I've already updated my Gallagher as to who I want bred to who. So here's the group of ewes right here. And here's the rams. I've only divided into two groups. They're either gonna be sired by the Rideau rams, or the other group will be, I put the Suffolk and the Ile de France actually together. So when I run the ewes through, I'll scan her tag and I'll see right on my home screen who I want her bred to. And I'll show you all that when I get these ewes going and get them in the system. But right now I have to tear down, if you remember last week I was hoof trimming, so I have to take that off, put it aside, and just put in my sorting gate here. So I'm gonna give them 34 days, which is 2 full cycles. 1 cycle on a ewe is 17 days. So it will take her from 1 heat to the next heat, 17 days. So if I do 34 days, that's 2 17-day cycles, if that makes any sense. I guess you were told, buddy. Okay, so they filled the chute up really nice all on their own, no thanks to you. There's a few things that we're gonna need today to do this job. So we're gonna need this, and the gun to scan their RFID tag in the ear. And the other thing I use is marking paint. So a lot of people ask me why I don't use marking harnesses on the rams. I've had marking harnesses in the past. I found them a huge pain. I don't want to put 26 marking harnesses on these rams. So what I do instead, I kind of do in reverse. I mark a big blot of paint on the ewe's backside, and when the ram mounts her, I'm hoping it'll smear it or even wipe it right off. And then I know they've been bred. Do I know who bred her? Not really. But quite honestly, when I had the marking harnesses, I could have 5 or 6 rams mount the same female anyway, so she looked like a freaking rainbow. I just really want to know that she was bred. I've got my Gallagher all fired up now, so now what I'm going to do is change the session. I'm going to create a new session, and I'm going to call it Group 2 Breed. All the stuff is in there when I scan the tag. I will show you what happens once I scan the tag as to what I've already populated them with. So I will show you all that. I'm going to connect. This is Bluetooth. The gun to the machine is Bluetooth. So I just literally press the trigger and press the little Bluetooth button and it should connect, talk to each other. And it did because it went clear. So now I'm going to start scanning and show you what happens. So I just scanned that ewe, and what I did is, so the other day, Friday I think it was, I went in and I said who I want them bred to. She's one of my original steel composites, so I've been breeding all those to Rideau because I want to keep the replacement ewes off these. And any replacement ewes, I typically try my best to have them sired Rideau. I'm going to use the colors purple and blue, so I guess I'll do blue for the Rideau. And I will just do paint mark just like that. And when the ram mounts her, hopefully he will smear that off. And that is it. So much easier. Hi, goat. So goat is first in line. Sometimes it's nice to have a ewe that's kind of a pet because they'll come in first and then the rest will follow. A little life hack for sheep farmers. It's nice to have a few. Hey, goat? You're not really a goat. You just act like one. All right, here we go. I did a thing. I forgot to charge my scanner gun. I do this a lot. I do this typically when I have a big group of animals and animals that are actually cooperating really well. This is what happens. I'm not prepared. I decided last minute this morning that this was the job of the day. I was going to do it Wednesday, but we have a tour Wednesday. So this is what happens when you change your plans. You're never quite 100% prepared. I don't think about these things until I go to do the job. So we wait. You have to pretend that you're not looking, but you're kind of looking. If they think that they're escaping you, they move much better. Kind of sheep behavior 101. Good news, I finished. Not record time because of my poor planning. So I have all the Rideau, ones I'm gonna breed Rideau are in the center alley, just waiting for me to sort the rams. The ewes I'm going to breed, Ile de France or Suffolk, are just in this little tiny little catch area here. I have way more ewes that I'm gonna breed Rideau than the Ile de France and Suffolk, mainly because they're my original, a lot of them are my original steel ewes that I always put on the Rideau rams because that's what I want as my replacement breed. And then the rest are likely already sired by Rideau, so that's why I'm putting them with the Ile de France and Suffolk. I do know which ones are the Rideaus and which ones are the Suffolk and which ones are the Ile de France, but when they're moving through really, really fast, sometimes it's just nice to have a little mark on them. So I'm gonna put the spray paint, the blue for Rideau, I'm gonna put a little spot kind of near their head, kind of around here. And so then when they're going through fast, I can be quicker than them, hopefully, because sometimes their rams are really strong. So if I don't get the door shut in time, they will plow right through it. Come on there, Mustard. Show you the difference between the rams. These black and white ones are called Suffolk. Really big framed. Hey buddy. Real big framed ram. Thicker bones, I find anyway. And tall. So tall, big frame, long. These are the Rideaus. They're a little bit younger, so that's why they're so much smaller. But they are a finer bone. Like if you can look at his legs, a lot finer bone than say his legs. Right? So, terminal breed, maternal breed. So that's why I keep these, they are more maternal. So their babies hopefully make better mummies. And this is the Ile de France. Real stocky, wide. He's maybe not the greatest one. This one back here is better to look at here. Here he is. So a real nice ram. Ugh. Kind of like thick and long. So he's kind of, these are considered more of a medium-sized terminal, but when they get mature size, they do get big. So that's Ile de France, Rideau, Suffolk. Hold on a second. Oh, no. Okay. Everybody just calm down. Off the ladies for just a second. All right. I'm running a Tinder service. Wow, I think I picked a good day. Okay, it's mid-afternoon. These guys have been going hard for quite a few hours now. I got them all bedded up. I'm a little bit leery on how much feeder space I have. I'm thinking they're a bit short. I do have where the rams were here. I kept it empty in case I needed it, and I think what I'll do is just take out a gate and let these guys have this pen and this pen to roam and eat. This ewe right here, perfect example of when a ram is finished mounting her, how, like, look at her compared to these ones, how blue some of those dots are and pronounced they are. This one's definitely been smeared, so these boys have been busy. And if you look at some of their, if I can find one, if you look at their chest, so look at his chest, really blue. Do your business, guys. You can do it. Have a good one.